で、えっと、小平が3枠に増えてた。なるほど。ありがとうございます。というわけで、はい。ゼルダの伝
Yeah, my name's
説、
Vaughn. Hi there. I am Seldom Seen Kid with Midwest Speed
何
Fest. I am here with Vaughn and Sammy of VGMCon and
ブレス・オ
VGM
ブ・ザ・
Fest.
キングダム
Would you guys like to introduce
で
yourselves
よ
for a
かっ
moment?
たんでしょうか？
Yeah, my name's Vaughn. I'm the director of
ね
operations
え。
for
はい。
VGMCon.
こち
I'm
ら、
involved with our
中
events
エ
and
キ
our
シビジ
nonprofit
ョン
for
込
10
みで
years now.
終了と
Um,
なります。
and I play the viola, so I come from the music side of the video
は
games
い。
and music
なんか、
convention. The M.
よくわからないうちに終わってしまっ
I'm
て、
Sammy.
も
I'm the
申
grant
し訳ない。
management associate at PFund. So a lot of like contract stuff, and we're a small team, so I do a bunch of little
はい。
things like
と
social
いうわけで、こ
media or technology and all
れ
that
で、
stuff. And I moved here like 6 months ago, so I've
一
been
応、
pretty much trapped in my home,
今
and
回
I'm
の、
coming out of my hibernation now that the snow is gone. I'm trying to explore things,
え
and this is one of those things, and I'm having fun.
Can I ask where you lived before?
なんだ、
I went to school in LA
また
at
吹っ飛んでしまっ
USC.
た。
What
ミッ
about
ドウ
you?
ェストスピードフェ
I'm
ス
a bit
ト
warmer.
Ah,
で
I've
す
grown up in the Midwest, so
2025 の
born and
予
raised.
定されてるゲーム
Okay, props.
は
But
全
yeah.
部終わったこ
um,
とに
how about you, Vaughn? I'm also
な
from
るのかな？
Minneapolis, born and raised, but I spent a year in California, and that kind of
すいません、
changed
ちょっ
me.
と最後
So
閉まらない
I'm
感
used
じ
to the
で
cold as well. Gotcha, yeah. I'm with you. I've
申し訳
traveled
な
to
い。
warmer climates every so often, but I grew up in the Chicago suburbs, went to school central Illinois,
というか、
Northwest
さす
California,
が
so
に、
I'm used to the cold.
さ
That
すがに
doesn't mean I
ね、
like it, but I'm used to it. So it's a good way to describe it. Yeah,
うん、い
yeah. So talking about
や
VGMCon,
ね、
where'd you guys
テ
start
ィアーズ・オブ・キ
with
ン
it?
グダム、
Like from the beginning, and
ブ
how did
ル
it
ーアイと
grow
ティア
to where
キ
it
ン
is now? VGMCon started in
ね、同じ奏者さんが走られるのは、
three
事
years
前にプログラムで
ago
分かってたもの
in
の、
2014.
まさか
It
ね、
all really just started
ぶっ通しで
because
やるとは思わなかっ
a few
たんで、
nerds here in
いや、
Minneapolis
本当に、
wanted
ね、
typed into
ブレワ
Google
イパ
or
ートで
something of the
は、
sort, and
大切な貧弱さん、
where
そ
is
して、
there a
ティ
gaming
アキンの方で
music
は、
event
あ
near
の、
me in
ラス
Minneapolis? And
ト
I
ラン
looked
の
up,
有識者の方々
and so
が、
then they
本当
started
にあ
doing
り
it.
がとうございまし
And
た。
that's actually how I got involved in the second
非
year
常
when I
に、
literally Googled
非常に
a
助かりました。ちょっ
gaming
と、
music
な
event
かな
in the
かね、
city,
私の
and there was this thing called
文明読
the
みとか
Traverse
も
City that had
追い
just
つかなか
opened.
ったん
That's
で
now
すけ
our
ど、
nonprofit
非常に
501c3
助かり
music
ました。あ
festival
り
here
が
in
とうご
town.
ざいます。
So I got involved as a volunteer that first year, and it was just a group of friends and like-minded people, musicians and
あの
gamers
バグ
who
はアイテム
wanted
の
to see
所
an
持
event
状
like
態と
this.
ポーチの状態
And
の同期をずらしていろ
now,
んな
since
書き
here we are
換えを
now,
して
hosting
し
our
まうので、
11th
アイテム
year
関連に
of
関
this,
しては本当に何
and
でも
I
でき
think
る。
we're on track for this
な
to
ので、こ
be
れはやり
the
たかっ
biggest
たんですって言わ
VGM
れ
Con
ないと何でもできちゃうだけに
ever.
何がしたかったかわからない
Has
という、
stages
装
and
飾も曲も
hopefully
何で
a
もで
ton
きる。
of money raised
な
for
る
the
ほど。
PFund Foundation and a charity
ブレ
partnership
ワイ
with the
パー
city.
ト
And
の、
yeah, so we've
いや、
been
ブレワイに
on
限ら
track
ないの
ever
か。
since as VGMCon, Video Games
エ
and
キ
Music
シビジョンはブ
Convention,
レワイ
Gaming
でやっ
Convention,
てら
and
した
Music Festival.
と、
Yeah, like
あのバ
exploring
グ
a little bit
には
beyond
無
that.
限の可能
For
性があ
those
る。
watching this at home, like, hey, VGMCon, that
本当
sounds
に
like
あ
a
りが
cool
とうご
event.
ざいます。
Like I'm here with Midwest Speed Fest, so I know there's speed running. But what else is there to do kind of around the convention? Yeah, if you're watching at home and have never visited us on site here at VGMCon or Midwest Speed Fest for the in-person marathon, so again, half gaming convention, half music festival. So you see the usual things that you would find at a gaming convention. Games open to play, both video games and tabletop, tournaments, panels, cosplaying, things like that. But then as a music festival, we also have, I think this year, 5 stages.
よいしょ。
We have
お
Boss
待
Stage,
ちく
Hero
だ
Stage,
さい
Loop
ませ。
Stage, Warp Stage, Underground Stage. Yeah, that's 5. Holy smokes. 5 stages with music programming happening constantly during our event. So there's also a lot of musicians here, a lot of musicians who are interested in video games, who are gamers themselves, who play in groups or compose or arrange video game music that come here to perform. We have a jam space where you can just bring dust off your old violin from high school or middle school, bring it in, start playing with strangers. And of course, we also have Midwest Speed Fest hosting our charity speedrun marathon, all on site in parallel with our event. We're very grateful that you've provided us this space to be able to do that for you. In collaboration with VGMCon gives us a space, like a speedrun marathon is great, but if it's just like a great weekend where we can check out vendors and go listen to music, and it's and of course raising money for a great cause, all of that's just icing on the cake further. Sammy, can you tell me about the history of P-Fund Foundation? Kind of how did that start? What kind of work are you guys doing?
So we started in the 80s to kind of deal with the AIDS epidemic, and as the needs of our community changed, we changed what we serve. So right now that our trans and gender non-conforming communities are under direct attack, I'm here to get as much money as I can out of you guys who are watching.
This year we are specifically raising money for the Transcend campaign. Can you tell me a little bit about kind of the direct focus of that, kind of where that money's going?
So the Transcend money goes to gender non-conforming and trans-serving organizations in the Upper Midwest. So that's North Dakota, South Dakota, Wisconsin, Iowa, and Minnesota. And this is the third year for Transcend campaign. And up until now, we've given about like over $400,000. And most of the money, 90% of the money goes to these organizations. And 10% of the money goes to getting reviewers. So these grants are community reviewed. So we get reviewers, we pay them stipends, we train them. So most of our money just goes completely back to the community.
And that's great. And this is the second year that we've been here at VGM Con in a row, raising money for the P-Fund Foundation. Now more than ever, it's really important work that you guys are doing. So we're glad to be a part of that.
はい。というわけで、これは本家締めにかかってますね。すごいですね、10年も。歴史が。次回予告で。ね。あ、チケット発売中だよっていう。VGM ホウ。H Together というイベントがあると。今本家の方で。
Okay, I think I'm. Oh yeah, I'm totally audible. Hi. We're so back. We're so bingo, etc. Various things of that nature. As you just saw, VGM Con 2026 stitched together will be right here near Minneapolis, Minnesota, April 17th through 19th,
で、
2026.
ここからフィナーレですね。
will be right here as well.
母体イベントの、VGM コンの振り返りと予告。
Shout out to VGM Con for setting us that video to play.
はい。で、こ
They
こ
just gave
から
us a
が
reveal trailer. Their reveal
ついに
trailer.
フィナーレっぽい
That's
です。
what I'm trying to say. Speaking of VGM Con staff, I have $25 here from Vaughn and the VGM Con staff.
当日予
And
告
they
と
say
か、
thank you to everyone at
いろいろ
Midwest
持って
Speedfest
ないの
for
で、
another amazing charity
はい
speedrun.
雰囲気をお楽しみください。
I'll let staff have their thoughts. Gooby, right here. You can go first.
Sure. Well, I just want to thank all the volunteers for this event. So I need volunteers stand up. Give a big round of applause for all of them. Yeah, a lot of love, yes. There are so many good people in this community. Thanks to all the runners who showed up, all the people, coming from all different parts of the country, even flying in. So
回され
it's
て
good
た
to see all the
イベント
support
なん
for
で
this
す
community
ね。
and just to see all the helpers coming through in difficult times. We know how important this fund is, the Transcend Fund campaign for all transgender individuals out there, especially at this time. So it definitely makes a really big difference to just be part of this community, be helping in any way that you can, whether that's running, volunteering, just sharing the stream, donating. It all means a lot, and it all adds up. So I want to piss off.
いや
We'll
顔だけの
Hello, hi. Oh, can I get between you guys?
パネルというか。
Hi. Yeah,
あ、
hi.
シャックス
I'm Limey, and I guess I'm Mike Wazowski. No.
もう3年 あ、確
Yeah,
かにシールドみたいですね。
I'm Midwest Speedfest staff, obviously.
てか
I do
もう
tech stuff, and
シ
I've
ールド
been
でいいん
doing
じゃない
socials
か
for the
な。
first time in like Midwest Speedfest history.
何から
Social team. It's been
何を防御
fantastic.
するかわかんないけ
I
ど。
want to thank everyone, at home who's been boosting the post, watching the stream, doing all that good stuff, because it's been absolutely fantastic to see the result of our hard work. And I do want to specifically shout out, SSK, Jaxler, and Cass. All here.
いい写真というか、
You, yeah.
や
Yeah, but I also want to shout
あ
out
みたいに
all of the tech volunteers and stuff, because we
ね、
recently changed how that works as
ど
well.
んな角度でも
And
目が合うみたい
first there
な。
was a few hiccups, but we got situated really quickly, and for the
まあ
most part, we were
ね
on it with like setups, right? Yeah, it was fantastic. So
え、
I
おじゃ
wanna
おじゃし
specifically shout you guys out
Yeah.
so much.
シールド。
Anyone else?
You go first.
え、その人
Yeah, so once again, we
いやに
partnered up
似
with
てるけど。
Japanese Restream this year for a Japanese language simulcast, and once again, just thank you for the Japanese Restream for working with us again. I'm probably gonna butcher this, but 今後ともよろしくお願いいたします。
さっき喋ってた人の T シャツ。
今度会いに行く多くの
瓶の中に緑の
技術的な問
生き
題
物が入ってるけど、
そして
何の T シャツなんだろう。かわいい。
ご辛抱にどうもありがとうございました。今後ともよ
どうもありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。
Japanese Restream for once again partnering with
お
us
手に
for
どうも。
Japanese Restream.
楽しませていただきましたよ。
Yeah, and I guess just once again, thank you to all our runners and volunteers and audience members and stuff, because we'd be nothing without all of you. Yeah. Who? Okay, Jaxler.
Hey, I'm Jaxler. I'm part of the socials team that kind of formed this event. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for just the the positive reception for all of like the socials and pre-recorded material we've been doing this weekend. It's always really kind of scary to try something new, especially with a small team. So thank you just so much for loving what we do. It just makes it so much more worth it. I also want to give a huge shout out to Limey, who wouldn't say this himself. He stayed up to 4 a.m. several times this weekend just to get some of these shoots done. So can we please get some hands for Limey? Actually, my goat. We did this. We did this. But yeah, on behalf of the whole socials team, thank you so much for checking our stuff out. And we got some more cool stuff coming down the pipeline, so look forward to that. Anybody else? All right, I'll just
Anybody backstage wanted to say anything?
裏どうなってん
Despite
だろ
doing
う。
our finale, there are still people running the show, because someone's got to do it. Here's one of them.
Hi, I'm Rocket. I work a lot behind the scenes and just want to give special shout outs to Lady Arcaders for letting us use their equipment. We used to have a used mixer very crackly, very bad, very difficult to use. So that really helped out things. So thank you so much, Lady Arcaders. And of course, all the runners. Without you, this would not be possible. And that's everything I can think of. If there's no one left, we could go ahead and do the raid. Oh. All right, other tech crew.
Hello, hi, I'm Sexrex. About 10.5 years ago, we were joking about wouldn't it be funny if there was a speedrunning marathon that we didn't have to go anywhere for? Now there's two. I would again like to point out we planned the first Midwest Speedfest, which was just shy of 10 years ago now, coming up in May. Let's go 10th anniversary. Before SGDQ moved here. 10. Boom, 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 boom. Just keep booming, boom. There we go. Anyway. Oh. I have no idea what that means. I'm way too old for that. Anyway, it's one thing I noticed this event is a lot of the people who have been coming to our events year after year. It's been really cool seeing everyone grow and change over time, and the game is people running change, and VGM Con change. At the first VGM Con I went to, it wasn't even called VGM Con yet. That's how old I am. Anyway, I gotta go back to stuffing cables in a bag. I'm gonna hand this mic to someone else.
Hello, my name is Wolfenstein. You're putting a name to the voice from the person that started off the marathon. I am the newest person of staff of Midwest Speedfest. I am now the volunteer coordinator, and from embarrassing myself at the beginning of the marathon, I'm just grateful that that was the only major gaffe that happened during this marathon. So thank you all, staff and volunteers, for everything that you've put your hard work into to making this marathon look very smooth but very chaotic behind the scenes. Finally, I do want to just thank staff personally, just because I was only brought on like 2 weeks before we started. It was a short deadline, and I don't have a job right now, but I was just like, well, I think I'll just ease into it. But as soon as I got in and saw what needed to be done, I just kept asking, hey, how can I help? Hey, how can I help? And everyone was willing to give me stuff to do, I'm sure, and I did the best I could with it, and everyone's been just great to work with. It's been a really fun time, and I'm happy to be part of Midwest Speedfest staff. Thank you all.
You did a great job. I mean, personally, took some stuff off of my plate that I frankly just did not have time for, so thank you so much. All of staff, we can't do this without everyone pitching in, and everyone really did their best. I appreciate you all. That also extends to all the runners, commentators, volunteers, everyone who was involved in any way. Donators, thank you, of course. Shout out once again to P-Fund. I mean, as a transgender individual, this is a cause that is very important to me, so I was very happy when we decided to support them once again, and they have been nothing but incredible to work with and incredible to support. But with that said, shout out to Tempest Stream as well for providing our layouts package. We shouted out Lady Arcaders. I'm going to shout them out again. Shout out to everyone who supported Midwest Speedfest Tune-Up, because a lot of the equipment we used in this event we would not have without that event. So thank you all for helping us out. Yeah.
I want to mention, last event, we were using, my, crappy ring lights, and, we were using, webcams. But we have, real cameras and real lights and, color-coordinated cables. It's crazy. Thank you so much.
Gone are the days of me bringing my 720p webcam from home for us to use, Thank goodness. And I think that is actually everything. Thank you, finally, of course, to VGM Con for giving us support, giving us space and resources to host our event. Looks like the 10th anniversary, at least observed, of Midwest Speedfest has concluded with $3,629 raised for P-Fund Foundation's Transcend campaign. Thank you all so much for tuning in, for supporting Midwest Speedfest 2025. We will see you all next time. We're going to send it over to the aforementioned Lady Arcaders. Have a good night, everyone. Trans rights. 10 more years? Okay. Maybe.
あと10年続けるみたいですね。
Please help! Everyone's booming around me! Mom, pick me up! I'm scared! And time.
ありました。パチパチ。 ね、10年続いてて。もう10 years ましたからね。これからの10年。